Hey there, Bill DeWeese here from VoiceOverRevolution.com. And if you are on my email list, you received an email from me this past fall that was asking you to share with me your most pressing voiceover problem. What is it that keeps you awake at night? What are the challenges, the hurdles, the problems that you face that you need help with? And I received a lot of emails, as you can imagine, in response. And so over the course of this next year, I will be answering as many of those as I possibly can. And the first one comes from Cecilia. And Cecilia responded and said that her most pressing problem was knowing what equipment to start with. So in other words, Cecilia is a new talent wanting to know, what equipment do I start with? Well, I think to answer that question, we really need to look at the bigger picture. And the big question is, what do I need to do to record quality audio? If you're going to be a professional voice talent, it starts with you've got to have a quality, forget the performance part, forget the marketing part. Before we even get there, we've got to make sure you've got pristine and professional quality audio. Now, to do that, a couple things we need to keep in mind. I recommend keeping it simple and affordable. I take those are the two things that guide really all of my decisions. I want to keep things as simple as possible. There's no need to complicate things when you don't need to. Also, you don't want to spend more money than you have to. So before we even get to the equipment, let me just say the most important element in creating quality audio from home is the space in which you record. It's the room, the corner, the place where you decide to record your voice over audio. It needs to be two things. Number one, it needs to be quiet. Number two, it needs to be well treated acoustically. And those two elements are more important, believe it or not, than the microphone that you choose. So first of all, find the quietest spot in your home. Oftentimes, it's in a basement. And if you don't have a basement, be looking at an internal room, not against an outside wall, but inside the house, internal to the house, so you have a little more blocking between you and environmental noise from outside. Also, so that's about finding the quietest room possible. The other element of that is finding a space or having a space that's acoustically treated. What that essentially means is you don't want that big boxy reverberish sound that we often get when we record from home. It's because we have a lot of hard reflective surface that our voice or the sound waves bounce off of. And using absorbent material around us can help to absorb a lot of those excess audio waves to reduce that effect. And that's what we call acoustically treating the space. You can buy acoustic foam like you see surrounding me here in my recording booth. I have found that moving blankets can be excellent acoustic treatment. Also, mattress toppers can work well. But I want to share with you, before we get into microphones, I want to share with you a piece of equipment that you may want to consider investing in, if you've got a closet that you can record out of, that closed closet with a lot of clothes, that might be all you need for treatment. But if that's not working for you, you might want to check out this. No, it's not a Nerf ball. It is a Chaotica eyeball. It is an acoustically designed we'll call it a micro environment for your microphone. In essence, what this is supposed to emulate is essentially its own small studio space around your microphone. And so this is designed to not completely isolate. In other words, it's not 100% soundproof, but it's going to block quite a bit of the noise from the outside from coming into your microphone, which, by the way, this is the windscreen, the pop filter right here. So your microphone goes in right here through the bottom, through that hole, and you speak into the front part. So you've got this helping to block outside noise. The second function that it performs is acoustic treatment. So when your voice goes inside of here, it is being the excess sound, for lack of a more technical term, is being absorbed by the acoustic material, creating a better treated environment. So it makes it quieter, and it helps to eliminate that reverbish boxy sound that we talked about earlier. Now, chaoticaeyeball.com is the website where you can get these. Last I saw, they run $199, so they're not cheap, but they're cheaper than a whisper room, or maybe even going out and buying a bunch of acoustic material to create your recording studio at home. So that's just something to keep in mind. Now let's talk microphone, because again, we're talking equipment. So this you may not need this, but it's something to consider. But you are going to have a microphone. And there are a number of microphones that you could pick that would be very good choices. And I am going to share one with you. This is one that I own and that I have used and I like a lot. But please understand, I'm not saying that this is the best or the only. But I found it to be, as well as many other voice talent, have found it to be an excellent voiceover microphone. And it is a USB microphone. It's the Apogee Mic, M-I-C, Apogee Mic. This little USB microphone, and let me say this, because I have said in years past, I've recommended against using USB microphones. But technology has advanced. There are some amazing USB microphones on the market. And, I've used this microphone. I also own this Neumann TLM-103. This is a $1,000 microphone. This is a $199 microphone. And I think many people would be hard-pressed to tell the difference in an A-B comparison test. If you're a sound engineer, maybe. But most other people probably would not be able to tell the difference. That's how good this mic is. This mic is very portable, transportable. Not only will it work via USB connection to your microphone, to your computer, which means it needs no interface, no preamp, which means you don't have to make that extra purchase. But it also has cords that allow you to hook this up to your iPhone or iPad, which is a really convenient thing to be able to do. So essentially, for $199, you can have what, in my opinion, is a world-class microphone. I mean, this will give you world-class sound. And if you have acoustic treatment issues, then this $199 Chaotic Eyeball, which works very nicely, by the way. I don't make money. I'm not trying to sell you anything on this. I'm just telling you, I think these work. These work very well together. So Cecilia, as well as anybody else who's struggling with what to buy, this is simple, it's affordable, and it will give you very competitive sound. And I think this is an excellent investment as you begin your voiceover career. So I hope you find this information helpful. If you have a pressing problem that you would like to see addressed on a future video, please feel free to drop me an email at voiceoverexpert@gmail.com. In the subject line, just put most pressing problem. That way I'll know what it's about. Thanks for checking out the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Share it with your friends. And I will talk to you again very soon.